Time now for First Alert Weather with meteorologist Rob Nucatola.
All right, we get started on 24-hour temperature cast. Numbers this morning are going to be able to bounce around near 70, some in the upper 60s, some not so lucky to dip into the upper 60s. I think we all have a pretty good shot to get near 90 this afternoon because today a little more sunshine, a little less cloud cover, fewer showers. And I do think we can start to cut that humidity a little bit, and that'll allow the temperatures to move a little bit more than they do on more of those sticky, real humid kind of days. And I do expect over the next couple of overnights to see temperatures slide back into the upper 60s in more and more spots. Now, I don't see a lot satellite radar composite style, not around here, not anymore. That moisture is moving away. It's not completely gone just yet, and even as things start to dry out, we'll consider it dry for around here, but it's certainly not really dry by anywhere else's standards. So a few isolated sprinkles are still going to be a possibility even later on today. I don't expect very many. I'm not counting on very many, but I can't rule out one or two because we still do have some of this moisture lingering about. We're at 68 degrees in Thomasville. We're at 69 in Tallahassee. We're at 70 in Valdosta. So we're taking those little baby steps towards more comfortable out there this morning, and it will feel a little different. Maybe not as nice as it felt a couple of days ago, but definitely better than it felt yesterday. How about a few more temperatures? Bainbridge at 72, Mariana 73, and Apalachicola 74. So we still have a good smattering in the 70s. We'll see if over the next 90 minutes or 2 hours we can watch those temperatures drop a little bit more. There isn't much of a breeze, so with some of this moisture lingering about, no breeze to stir things up. We had all the showers yesterday, and we're going to find lots of visibility numbers down below 2 miles. Tallahassee, Valdosta, Live Oak, we're down at just 1/2 mile. So yeah, we've got the fog out there. Be careful, you know the vermin are going to be lurking. Now that energy, that upper level low, is finally moving farther and farther out to the east and away. The old boundary's getting pulled through the area, and we're going to watch some higher pressure take over from the west, both at the surface and upstairs. When that happens, we usually get into one of those prolonged periods where things dry out and stay brighter and get a little warmer in the afternoons. Now, if this were a month ago, we'd be looking for some really hot out there, but it's the middle of September now, so it's going to be a different kind of warm in the afternoons. I still think 90s are going to be in play each of the next several afternoons, but I don't think we're talking temperatures up over 100. We're not going to be dealing with those big time heat index values. And while, yes, we count on the afternoon sea breeze type showers to cool things down, with a setup like this, it makes it really hard for those sea breeze type showers to do their magic. So maybe an isolated sprinkle today as things still transition, but over the next few days, those shower chances are going to get real low and stay real low as that big bubble of high pressure becomes our big weather player. And the longer it sticks around, the longer we keep things clearer, brighter, drier. And that should mean, at least in the overnight temperatures, those numbers can fall a little bit farther. So maybe more comfortable for the evenings, the overnights, and the early mornings, but getting a little toasty in the afternoons. Now, all this completely independent from anything going on in the tropics. I don't see a lot happening out there right now. What we've got are a couple of little hiccups in the Atlantic, the old remnants of Gordon, some other energy next to it. Neither one looks very threatening, very organized, or really much like anything at all. And then, of course, we're going to be watching this area here in the Western Caribbean because some of the computers in their long-range looks are hinting at some sort of development here. And there's enough things going on in the upper part of the atmosphere where, yeah, this part of the tropic basin is starting to wake up a little bit, but we don't have anything here just yet. Over the next week, it's possible that something starts to develop there. Now, there's going to be a lot of factors in place out ahead of it, that big ridge of high pressure being one of them. So a lot to watch, nothing to panic about right now, no matter what computer projections you might be seeing on social media or something like that. We'll let you know if anything forms and if anything starts moving and anything like that. But for the time being, there is nothing out there, and hopefully that's the way it stays. All right, on the Gulf close to home, more clearing, light winds. We're talking breezes out of the northwest, 5 to 12 seas, 2 feet or less. Not bad out there at all for the boaters, and there'll be fewer showers to have to negotiate today. Bit of that patchy fog this morning. We'll call it partly cloudy. 60s and 70s for temperatures. I'm going to leave the rain chances like 10–20%. That's it for today. I'm not expecting very many, if any. I do think 90 is in play, and I think 90 is going to be in play for the next several afternoons. We'll call it partly cloudy again tonight. No reason we shouldn't be back in the upper 60s in more spots. It would be nice to dip a little lower than that, but I need to see the air dry out. And until it starts to happen, well, then I can't get a little too aggressive with those temperatures just yet. I do think the afternoons, Friday and Saturday, and maybe even Sunday, are going to be in the low 90s, if not even a little warmer in spots. And I'm not expecting a lot of showers to help cool things down. So it's going to be a longer duration, pretty warm. But 92 and not so humid is going to feel a whole lot better than some of these 87s and really, really humid have been for the past couple of weeks. If you haven't gotten the showers over the past 2 weeks, well, I think our chances are going to be behind us because this next setup here for the next 5 to 7 days is definitely looking drier.